at the end of the day, when you have multiple relationships, sometimes the girls become friends. I've had girls that became friends and left me. I've had girls that became friends and then they stopped being friends. They broke up their friendship. All kinds of things have happened. And one thing I haven't done yet, which is happening right now, is two friends that were friends and I ended up dating them both. And it's transpiring naturally. And that's what we're learning with AZD game is natural game. We're not learning direct game. Kevin Perez, what's up? Josh, Fingers, man, you got to learn this game. We're not learning street game. We're not learning Tinder game. We're learning natural, how to be a natural male. And AZD is at the forefront of it, with so many relationships, 7, 8, 9, 10 relationships. They're all 9s and 10s, straight 10s. And they all know about each other. Some of them have been with him for more than 10 years. And so it's the real deal. Like, it's the real deal Holyfield, man. And how's he doing it? There is some structure. There are techniques. There's some education that's happened. What's up, Fit? Oh, that's Kevin. What's up, Kevin? Hopefully that training's going well, man. You got the Quantum Leap package and you got the Chosen 4, bro. So that's some deep shadow work. That's, the advanced trainings that AZD offers. So AZD with multiple relationships is just a natural guy. He's learned some structure, mystery method, which is like, an algorithm of pickup, like how you approach people and, how you don't hit on girls, how you spike their emotions so that they feel you because you want to be remembered in their feelings, right? But that method falls very short because, even the founder of it, Mystery himself, isn't holding down multiple relationships. He gets fine women, and he's clearly the greatest pickup artist that ever lived, so, bow down to that. But we're talking the relationship game, man. I'm trying to build my life, a legacy, not necessarily having kids, but legacy of my fucking time here on Earth that I've contributed to IMC Nation, to my movement. I've made my family proud. Man, and they know everything. They know I'm a player, and they are not down with that, but they can't stop me, and they respect me because this is natural game. When you have natural game, you're respectable. You're supposed to be respectable to your tribe, to your family. And if they can't respect you, then, it's possible that it's their loss. Like, it could be their fault that they don't get you. But you have a role in it also. Your ability to communicate, your ability to express yourself and understand the values that life is built on, so that you communicate on those values of goodness and camaraderie, loyalty, friendship, trust, strength, power. Like, you stay on these, and it should be evident in God's creation that you get success with what you're doing, that the money comes to you, that the women come to you. Now, there's a lot of people in the world that make more money than me. Most people don't. I'm in the 1% of the world, but the world is also very poor in a lot of places. I'm here in Las Vegas. There are people definitely that make more money than me. But how do they feel about their money? Are they stressed about their money? Are they worried about their money? Are they scared and protective, like fearful over their money? Are they tight, penny pinching with their money? Are they lame with their money? If they talked about their money, would the girl be attracted or not? Would the girl just want to use them for their money, or is she attracted to them as the person? Because the money can be taken, but the personality remains. That can change over time. Sometimes it happens in an instant. Some big event or some big decision happens. Person's personality changes. But it's kind of like the old Stoic saying, and this is, the biggest argument against all the motherfucking stupid people that like to travel. You fuckers that like to travel. I'm going to Colombia. I'm going to Cuba. I'm going to Venezuela. I'm going to Mexico. I'm going to Europe. I'm going to China. I'm going to India. I'm going blah, 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 blah. I'm going to Miami. I'm going to Vegas. The difference is that we're in Vegas, so you can actually get better here. Most people go to Vegas and they go home drained and depleted and hating their life. You come to IMC Nation Vegas and you'll be so elevated, humming. When like a motor engine gets tuned up and it's like humming, you'll be humming when you leave IMC Nation Vegas. That's 4 hours in person every morning with AZD in the lecture room, which is on the other side of this wall right here. And then 4 hours every evening in field, talking to some of the most beautiful women. Bro, I'm talking to these 2 8.5 9s. Like, these girls are fine, right? Fine. It's fucking fine, bro. You take your flavor. One's black, one's like a Filipino Italian mix or something. And these girls are friends. And I'm talking to them, And it's becoming obvious this girl really likes me. This girl hella likes me. But they're both at different ages, different capabilities. One's a mom, one's not. They're like different abilities to have a relationship with me, but they both like me and they both know each other like me. And so I'm looking in my mind and I'm like, oh, I see how to do this. I want to date both of you. That's just what it is. I'm going to date both of you. Now you can both leave and I'll date someone else. Or you can both stay because I'd rather date both of you than anybody else here. And why don't you walk down that path with me? Because life is an adventure. So what do you have to fear? I'm not going to hurt you. You're going to grow. You're going to have some deep laughter and some deep heartfelt moments that you probably wouldn't be able to access without this dynamic. It's the stuff of life. That's kind of how I'll go with them. We'll see how it goes. So stay tuned for that. But it's a very natural progression. And this is born of what AZD teaches. It's a natural game. Charisma, discipline is everything. Self-discipline. Most guys are not self-disciplined, not at all. So AZD has a process for that includes scheduling, but it's a lot of mindset discipline. The external motions of what time you wake up and take a cold shower, that's great. You need that for sure. But it's the state of mind that corrects your state of mind. It's the discipline that won't allow yourself to get dark, to go dim, to be moody, to feel victim or not be able to handle situations in life. Yeah, kingdom. Sounds like kingdom evolution. So bros, come to class. Guys on TikTok, guys on Instagram right now, come to class. Classes starts in 10 minutes with AZD. Now the thing about class is it's long. So like 3 hours, sometimes 2 hours, sometimes 4 hours, bro. It's a long ass class. And so much of it has to do with going to strip clubs. A lot of guys don't go to strip clubs. Some people don't even have strip clubs around them. There's students in India. It's illegal there to even have a strip club. You'll still learn about the code of men and women dynamics because that's all we're playing. We're not throwing money and popping bottles to get these girls. I'm tipping very little. For the experience I had last night with these nines is next to nothing. I spent $90. And some of that's just drinks. A drink for her, a drink for me, a drink for her. That was like half the budget, by the way. So what they made on me in 2.5 hours is nothing, bro. These girls will make hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of dollars in an hour. All they have to do is put up their big girl panties and go and fucking hunt. And they'll get this guy, dance, this guy, dance. And they'll be grinding on them and whatever, but they'll walk away with hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of dollars an hour. For sitting with me for 2.5 hours, they made $45, $50 total among both of them. Okay, it's nothing. They're definitely not sitting with me for the money. I make sure of it. I decrease how much I'm tipping them just to make sure that they're sitting with me for my fucking character. Yeah, marriage and divorce is stupid. So, you learn about the male-female dynamic because I got a girl. She cooks me lunch and dinner every day. She delivers it. She does all my laundry. She cleans my house. She does clothing shopping for me. She does whatever I need logistically, paperwork, bills, everything. I pay for her car, I pay for her insurance, and I pay for her food that she cooks for me. All in all, I pay maybe like $1,500 to $1,600 a month. But she takes care of shit for me. You know what I'm saying? I put her to work, but at the same time, it's like, what's $40 on some girl I'm talking to when, I don't know what that works out to. What's 1,600 divided by 30? About $30 a day I spend on my main girl. Every single day. I only see that other girl once a week. You know what I mean? So you build relationships, you invest in them, man. But you got to learn how to communicate, because if I didn't know how to communicate, my $40 would only get me one dance with that girl last night. She'd be done with me in 5 minutes and walk away. I didn't even get a dance. I got no dances last night. But, bro, I got further than anybody in that club with my hands, with my lips, with my body. You know what I'm saying? So the daily class is that. You learn the social dynamics in strip clubs. And then AZD teaches a lot of alchemy, mindset shifting. It's very much more impactful if you're here in person. Come in person like Guerrero, like Solomon, like all the guys that come residencies, a line of people that are coming to Vegas. You live here at the base with us. You live our schedule. I go to the gym. You could go with me. Morning class for 3 to 4 hours. take a break, work, hang out. There's 9 guys here, so you got a lot of guys to talk with about this AZD process. And then we go out at night for another 4 hours in field talking to the most beautiful women in America. And it's like very affordable. Then the daily class is very powerful because now you're talking about your own experience from last night. Whereas if you're not here in person, you're hearing our experience from last night. How much is it to live at the base? To come here for residency is $3,000 for a week, or $5,000 for 2 weeks. You can do a weekend and it's $1,700. Obviously that costs more, but with it comes advanced trainings, comes 8 hours in person with AZD every single day. It ends up, it's for the change that it happens. The testimonies we have from these guys. I mean, my own bro, if you want to see the best in the world game, there's a lot of cheese balls out there. Kingdom Evolution, I don't know if we've talked before. There's a lot of cheese balls out there. Guys with 1 million followers, dating coaches, whatever. They suck. They're so beta. I would love to be in the vicinity with them and their girl. And I'm just a student of AZD. If AZD was there, he would take it. He would take anybody's girl, bro. He's such a beast in his demeanor. And I'm here to tell you, it's just a step-by-step process. Yeah, he's very far along. He's a 48-year-old man, heavily tattooed. He's lived life. You know, he has accomplishments under his belt. But you work for those. It's amazing what you can achieve day by day. You just need discipline, direction, hopefully guidance, like a teacher or somebody that can guide you so that you don't make useless mistakes that is just dissipating your energy. You're going to make mistakes, but a lot of them can be avoided. You don't need to make every mistake. So this is that lineage in game, social dynamics, understanding male-female relationship. Bro, the way I just talked to my dad about my mom, the way I talked to my grandma last night, late, and she's senile. Game is there to know how to get through to the person, to trigger good feelings, to be speaking on life's values. Like I said, strength, courage, loyalty, honesty. Like to be that and embody that. That's what it is, because every man is lying when it comes to game. You're not telling the truth about wanting multiple women. You're not telling the truth about going for the best. You're not telling the truth about a lot of things. And so you got to come to present time and rehabilitate your ability to express yourself. These are the systems that AZD teaches in the advanced trainings. The daily class is very motivational, and it talks about our what do you call it? Well, whatever, our activities at clubs and whatnot. Coming in person is money. That's where you get it. All right, everybody, I'm going to end this stream. I'm going to start class. If you want to be my guest on class, send me a message. Everybody else, I'll see you, hopefully, residency here in Las Vegas.